before this date I was happy, but from that date I became married. So,
In the first year of wedding, the husband speaks and the wife listens. In the second year, the wife speaks and the husband listens. And in the third year, both of them speak and the neighbors listen. So it is on a lighter note, but a true reflection of the grim reality of marriages in our society. Marriages are breaking down.
so
True,
viewers
true.
will discuss about this, uh,
Yeah,
about how it should start. Today we have discussed about how and why it ends,
yeah.
but we need to discuss about how it should ideally start. Hello, Jai Guru, Namaskar. We
Jai
are
Guru,
back.
how are you?
I'm doing fine. So,
Excellent.
viewers, we started discussing on a very important topic. Last week, it was the first part of that, and it was all about marriages. And what we discussed in our last session was how and why marriage ends. And towards the end of the session, we had promised that in the next session, we'll be discussing about how it should start. And functionable marriage. We are not saying ideal marriage. That will be beyond reach for many, perhaps. But a functionable marriage, not manageable, but functionable, which uh, gives rise to a happy family. So, Surya, how we go about this?
I think you have brought up a very, very important point. You have talked about functionable marriage. So, and what is essential there is compatibilities. So, a functional marriage has to be a compatible marriage. The question that might come up is in an age that we live in today, everybody is talking about humanity, equality. So, isn't it enough that two human beings who are in love with each other marry each other? You know, why? What is the need for compatibility? I think that's the big question that comes up. And what I think, Shubhrijitda, basically, yes, when we talk about two human beings coming together, liking each other, in being in love with each other, can they marry? The question is, do they have compatibility? And why is that important? Let's look at this example. Oil and water, both are liquid, right? But can we merge them? We can't, right? Because the characteristics of oil are not compatible with the characteristics of water. You gave this example last time. You can't put petrol in a diesel engine and then expect it to run because petrol is not compatible with a diesel engine. So that's why compatibility is important. So when a man and woman come together, even though both are human beings, they appear to be equal in some sense. Is there compatibility between the two? So the characteristics of man and the characteristics of woman need to be compatible for them to come together and have an ideal marriage. And Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra has emphasized this quite a lot. I mean, he has talked about it so often and has stressed this so much. So now the question is, how do we understand this? How do we look at it? Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra has categorically said that don't treat marriage as child's play, right? So it is not a child's play. It is serious matter. But the more important it is and relevant it is, the more the present society has ignored it, unfortunately. So, what do you think about it, Shubhrijitda, when Sister Thakur says it is not a child's play and then we have to treat this very seriously? What is your opinion?
Uh, yeah, this compatibility is a very significant term in our life, not just for marriage, for everything. As you just reminded me of the example we spoke about the other day, petrol vehicle and diesel vehicle, right? So compatibility is in many things. A small little thing like we charge our mobiles, right? Now there are C type chargers, B type chargers, right? So in a B type charger, C type will won't work, right? So things should go that way, right? So it is not demeaning one and or favoring the other. It is not like that, right? So when two things are joining, like plug and socket, also, right? There are some specifications. Now, when it comes to human relations, these are even much deeper. And as you spoke about, when a man and woman are in love with each other, what should stop them from marrying? But there comes the question: what they think as loving each other, uh, is it true love? And before knowing what true love is, we need to know what love is actually. True or untrue comes later, whether it is love or infatuation. Now, what love is. Okay, if two people meet each other, mm, a liking or disliking may develop. Now, my liking for you, if I immediately conclude that it is my love for you, am I not rushing through the process? I need time to
Yeah,
be in
absolutely.
without
Yeah.
association, means for a considerable amount of time love cannot develop. This sounds
So,
unscientific also, though we say that
so,
love at first sight, but personally I don't understand what that means. If there is something like love at first sight, it would be very rare, very rare. And if I get a love at first sight, then I'll be very fortunate. But I doubt if it happens so often in the society. So I feel that we uh, misunderstand something as love, and we hurry through the process, and then
no, very interesting observation. Sometimes what we consider love could be infatuation.
yeah,
And Sisi Thakur also has distinguished between love and lust.
yeah,
So in lust there is a desire to fulfill one's own needs, but
mhm,
in love there is an urge to fulfill the other person's needs, the person that we love. We try to make that person happy. That is the essence of love. But in lust it is about self. So, in ideal marriage, what is needed is true love. But many a time, uh, a boy and a girl, what they believe is love. The question is it truly love? If that is the case, then marriages would not collapse because each one would try to fulfill the other or make the other person happy.
mhm.
Coming back to this topic, this question that we had, that's why.
Yeah,
So that is exactly why Sisi Thakur says it should not be child's play, because sometimes we might just misunderstand it. Sisi Thakur has given this example of a child being left alone in a chemical laboratory, right? In a chemistry lab, for example. And what would the child do? The child would run around from one corner to another and probably just pick up some chemical substance and add it to something else, right?
yeah,
Without knowing the consequences. What possibly could happen is an explosion, could
yeah. We
happen
have
is
done.
disaster.
Yeah, we have done that.
I'm not
You know,
surprised.
college days, throwing
Yes, yes,
sodium
yes.
on water.
Oh, yes, yes. So that wrong combination, incompatible combination, could lead to disaster. And
Yeah,
what can happen in a lab can happen in human life, in our personal, family, social life, married life. It can
yeah.
be a happy marriage. It can be a disastrous marriage.
Yeah, that's what I also look at it that way. Like unguided
Right.
exploration can lead to unguided exploration can lead to explosion.
Oh
right?
yeah, that's right.
Things may differ.
Mhm.
And when you talk of
Yes.
love and lust, I look at it this way: that lust is when I want from you,
Yeah.
and love is when I want for you.
Oh
I
yeah,
want
absolutely.
heaven's glory for you. All the best things should come to you, and whatever I can do for that, I'll do my best. But lust is the other way. I want from you. I want to see you this way, that way, right? As per my desire, my wish. So that cannot be, and that is not true love. Not that that
Very
cannot be,
well said.
that is not love. So if that kind of with that kind of wrong notion of love, if we dive into the ocean of marriage, then drowning is the only fate, right?
Very true.
So
That's
we,
exactly what's happening today.
yeah. And last episode we discussed about divorce and all, right? So compatibility is very important uh,
Yes.
in everything. But why we take this so lightly when it comes to this alliance? We take vow for
Yeah.
the lifetime, but uh, we don't look at things properly. But when it comes to this, looking at things properly, we need to know how to look at
Yeah,
compatibility.
I think that's why Alexis Carrel, the famous Nobel laureate, said, "The man of science has forgotten the science of man." This is the science of man that we are ignoring, and we are
Yeah.
facing the consequences.
Yeah, and see, in our Indian social system, it was so nice that Swayambar, the girl had the right to choose the
Yeah.
husband, right?
Yes.
Not in the form of proposing, accepting and choosing the husband, right? But
True.
now mostly we see that boys take the first step and go and propose with a red rose or whatever, with expensive gifts, right? It is happening
Yes.
the
Yes. Yes.
other way also. So,
I think somewhere Sisi Thakur has said, offering of self
yeah.
by the man to the woman is the sole disqualification for marriage. So if a boy is offering himself to a girl, it is his disqualification to get married.
But we are talking only about love marriage, but in India it is still there, the concept of arranged marriage where the parents choose a
Yeah.
bride or groom for their child, right?
Yeah.
So to a great extent parents also don't have the knowledge how to choose. I'll tell you,
True.
in urban society, what most of the parents, if not all, look at the prospective groom is first is the package, financial package,
Yeah.
how much the boy is
Mm.
earning. So that becomes the first criterion.
Yes.
Now, money becomes the foremost thing in life.
True. True.
So there, Sisi Thakur has given a wonderful way, like sequentially, what we need to look
Yes.
at, right?
Yes.
Uh, I
Yes.
have some, I think I have a clip. If I could share this, it was originally in Bangla.
Hmm.
Uh, no, Tanaya is, yeah, viewers, Tanaya is also in our group. One day she will also come and be a part of the conversation. Yeah, you were able to see on screen.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, see how Thakur says, like while going through a marriage alliance, cast first to see, cast, and
Yeah.
we have to have a big episode on the single word cast. We'll have it
Yeah.
first, the cast, and then check the family lineage quite deeply. If
Hmm.
the lineage inspires your respect, check how this Thakur is saying for the to the parents of the girl.
Yeah.
As I said, that girl has the right to choose, right?
Yeah.
If the lineage inspires your respect, check how health is
Yeah.
in all aspects. Health doesn't necessarily mean only physical health, physical, mental,
Yeah.
spiritual, all in
Mm.
all possible way.
Yes.
After health, look at the nature, habits, behavior, then measure all this. If all
Yeah.
this seem to sync quite well, check for education and weigh work as well. Weigh work means that
Right.
earning, how much he
Mhm.
is earning. By
Hmm.
tradition, if we match all this and then with marriage proceed, we will neither poison nor shall we ever face deceit. So these are
Very,
the
very well
sequential
said.
steps. These are the sequential steps
Yes.
we need to look at. But
Yes.
viewers, unfortunately, we ignore most of this. Maybe we look at the health conditions to some extent, but first is money. Education also we look at, but education comes much later. True education is in the behavior, character, right?
True.
So
True.
those are the things we need to check, and not only the character of the child, because the girl is going to another family, right? Uh,
Yeah.
See, this nuclear family concept is not, it's a foreign concept
Right.
for us.
Right.
So
Right.
we belong to this civilization of Vasudhaiva
Right.
Kutumbakam. Now, it will be
True.
irony if we say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and in our Indian families we see nuclear families. So the whole world is my family, but I cannot live with my parents. So
True.
how wonderful is that? Yeah,
Exactly. So we talked about compatibility, and these aspects that you just shared are the elements of compatibility.
yeah,
Caste, the lineage, education, health, nature, behavior, habits, education, all of this. And Shri Thakur says, in all respects, the groom should be superior to the bride. Where there is mutual respect, the wife has respect for the husband. The husband has love for the wife and tries to fulfill the wife, and the wife inspires the husband, always leads him on the path of the ideal.
yeah,
In addition to these characteristics or these elements that you talked about, I think what Sisi Thakur has said, that the girl or the girl's parents must look at is whether the boy is ideal centric or not, whether he has unwavering attachment to the master or the love learned or the living ideal. That is a very, very important aspect.
yeah. Actually, if for the boy after marriage, wife becomes the primary love center,
Yeah.
then disaster in the family is inevitable.
Yes.
So this is precisely what you are saying now, that boy should
Exactly.
have
Exactly.
some higher love center.
Yes.
Yeah. In whatever form. Boy should have
True.
an ideal. So
True.
wife should not become the role model of the husband. And this is
Yes.
unfortunately what is happening. Like mm,
Unfortunately, it's
many
happening this way.
husbands also after marriage they say
Yes.
I was not like this before marriage, but what to do to
Yeah.
strike a balance between my parents and my wife, I had to take wife's side.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how very sad thing. So for that we need to be strong, and to be strong we need to attach ourselves with the source of strength, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
You're
for that
right.
we need to know ourselves pretty well.
True.
Another clippings I have, if I could share, is it visible?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, yeah. If you can read it and just elaborate on this little bit. This is taken from. This is not translation viewer. This is directly came from Sisi Thakur
Okay.
in a kind of
The
English.
more the
Yeah,
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 the more the women who like to have husbands on the basis of their vague imaginings, not having selected them out of any practical realization, become acquainted with their husbands, the more they're in despair, repentance, fault finding, and frustration in life dog their footsteps and devour them in depression. And by proceeding in
proceed.
this way, the last breath of the unfortunate man concerned fades away into death. Don't make this mistake. Don't invite death in this way. Right.
So, viewers, it is not depressing. We should not get depressed by reading this, but it is alarming actually.
Yeah, this is a wake
God
up
has
call. True.
given us signals, and so if we can make our family life happy, then we can
Yeah,
find happiness everywhere, right? In our professional life also.
absolutely.
So
Hmm.
it's up to us. The blessing is getting showered on
Yeah,
us, but we have to open ourselves and we have to accept. We should
true,
have the
true.
courage to uh, accept the truth. So
Very
should not
true.
be in a hurry.
Yes,
Should not be in a hurry, and it is a long process. Will viewers will continue this discussion, and if it helps even a single family from getting ruined, that will be great for us actually. Right?
absolutely. That'll be a great blessing, great boon,
Great.
as you said.
Yeah. So we'll continue this discussion. We'll have another one more episode. Maybe we'll discuss about some real life case studies that we have seen around
Yeah,
around
yeah,
us, right, in the society,
yeah. And
without
we can
revealing.
also go a little deeper into a good progeny or procreation,
Yeah,
and a little bit of science around it. We can also touch on that
yeah.
next time.
Okay, viewers, we take leave for now. Jai Guru. Stay
Thank
happy.
you, Jai Guru.